Hello, this is for Mr. Daniel Simon's World History 1123-EO2 class for BRCC. I'm Samantha Morrison. Here I have Donald Ray Murray. Today is July 23rd, 2022. We're here in Baton Rouge. Um, Donald Ray's birthday is December 7th, 1944. He was in the Army fighting in Vietnam. Um, and here we go. Okay. Were you drafted or did you volunteer?
Or drafted.
Drafted. Okay. And how old were you at the time?
I was 20. 19 or 20.
Okay.
Because I came out of the military, I was about, for 64, I was 20, 65. I was 21 years old.
21?
Yeah.
Young. Were you married at the time you went to war?
Nope.
Okay. What are your opinions about the war when it started?
It didn't make sense because the French had been there, they lost, and here Americans going trying to defend a country that was like I said, the French couldn't win it, the Americans didn't win it. So, and if anybody else would have won there, they would have won it. Because Vietnam is a country that's not just supplied by Vietnamese or Viet Cong. It's supplied by North Koreans, Laotians, Cambodians, everybody. Everybody come to Vietnam to, I guess, get killed, I guess, at that particular time. But that war was uncalled for. It didn't make sense. And nobody knew. I don't know. I don't know when I'm there, and I never found out why, what they was fighting for in the first place.
Okay, we're back with during the Vietnam War. Number one, what was your first impression of Vietnam?
It was a desolate place. It was like living when America didn't have no modern convenience. I went to a place called Fubai. It was built, I guess, for nuns and priests. It was built, how you say, right next to the beach almost, but it went down to the ground. And I think if a tidal wave would have hit that place, that whole place, all these people would have got drowned. But the mountains surrounded. That's what saved it. But it was like nothing I never seen. I mean, nothing modern. Drink water out of the well. I stayed there a couple of days. I didn't see no place to take a bath. It was so when I first got to Vietnam, it was the same thing. We couldn't take no bath, but we ain't had no place to take a bath. And they landed us in a place called Quinnon during the monsoon season. Oh Lord, it rained, mud, and they had us pitch a little tent. And I got up next morning, I'm wondering what all this stuff floating around. The people gave us permission to stay in that part of the place. It was the Vietnamese sewage thing where they go use the bowel.
Mm-hmm.
And this stuff was all over the place. I said, oh my God, I can't believe they put us down in this stuff here. I said, this is what we call Vietnam. And I've never gone too far. when I was at Fort Bragg, or even in basic training, I had never even heard of a country called Vietnam. I ain't never read of Vietnam in the history books. All of a sudden, I was CEO in Fort Bragg told me, well, y'all on orders to go to Vietnam. You know, where's that? I thought that was another planet. He said, well, they're fighting a war up there over there, and this whole company, whole battalion is scheduled to go over there. When? Well, in the next 7 days. So we went. But the country over there, back to the country was desolate. I mean, it's no modern bathrooms, no no place if you wanted to eat something other than child food. Uh, guys said he was feeding your dogs or feeding your cats. I don't know. Uh, but then I think you don't know nothing about that. You want to know about me being a soldier working for the 71st Transportation Company. Well, we delivered ammo, all kind of ammunition to Pleiku, Yankee, and Central Highlands to by truck by 18 wheelers and by dues the quarter and was escorted by the Police Air Mobile Cab. And on our way up there, we passed through a Korean division called the Dragon Division. They was and the whole route they was somewhat protecting the whole route from like about 80 miles from going on to the Pleiku, Yankee, and Central Highlands. But it was fired upon, but we wasn't in the infantry division, so it wasn't our job to fire back. The helicopter would do that. The Force Air Mobile Cab and the Koreans, they did the most to protect it. So, that's all I can remember. And then when I got back to my company, the Viet Cong would be shooting in the mountains all night long. And the Korean division was up there. And Force Air Mobile was dropping bombs. What they call them little bomb. They shut out the helicopter. It was hell at night. Could never really go to sleep. You know.
What was the weather like?
From this is November, no, October, November, December, rain, 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 rain. You can walk up mud that deep. I don't care where you were.
To your knees.
Yeah, to your knees.
Mm.
They call it the monsoon.
Mm-hmm.
Like remember the Florida 16 hit here when it rained that week?
Mm-hmm.
But it rained for months over there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean pulled up. The mountains was like from here to maybe here to Perkin Road. But you couldn't even see them. You couldn't even see the mountains. I mean, it just that pulled down rain. I mean, pulled down rain. It was like it stayed nighttime all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we had to drive, take ammo into the mountains, we had to drive in all that mud. You know, and a lot of so-called I don't know if you know what a dozer is. A dozer that moves dirt. They had to pull us out that mud because we got stuck in the mud with truckload of ammo. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
and it was but during the summer months, it got hot, 135 degrees, and I mean hot. You wouldn't believe how hot it got out over there because it's close to the equator.
Mm-hmm.
And Most time I wasn't driving truck, I was on the beach trying to cool off. And then maybe about 9 months after I was over there, they, well, before that, the guys used to unload ships out in the China Sea with something called LSD or LST, whatever. Bring the stuff to the shore for us, the guys to unload to put on our trucks. But 9 months afterward, they would start building a dock, and big ships to dock. They were building a ship, like a dock and a airport for plane to land. But before that, they didn't have nothing like that over there. I mean, it was just like a third world, like me telling you about when I was coming up in New Orleans. It wasn't nothing. I can remember when nobody knew what had a car. You know, they go to church, everybody pull up there with a wagon, with all the children in the back of the wagon.
Wow.
Uh,
Was the food good?
well, the child food, GI, well, not so much GI cooked food, but GIC ration.
Hmm.
Some of it was dated back 1944. And here we are, 1966.
Dang.
Some of them were still good. The cigarettes were still good. The little cookies they had in the can was still good. Uh, maybe on a Sunday they'd cook a meal for us, but I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know what that was. I was here. All I remember, somebody said, "Man, you know what you eating?" I don't know. I said, "The menu said shit on the shingle. Call it what it ground meat with white gravy or something." Oh, that what you call that? Shit on the shingle with toast bread. And they give you coffee. Uh, they had more grind in the coffee than they had coffee. They didn't have a coffee pot. They made coffee in a big, like your mama got a big gumbo pot, put the ground in the coffee in the thing, pour hot water over it, and let it sit a while, and you're drinking
Wow.
coffee with grounds.
Mm.
It was, it was all right, but no sugar, no cream, no nothing.
It's like,
I put up with it, you know. Sometime on a Thursday night, they give us free beer,
mm.
call it a 3.2 beer from America. They wasn't sending us the best beer. They were sending us that rot gut beer. And they sent us a bunch of rot gut liquor. So they never did take care of us the way I guess they should have taken care of us.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was in Vietnam, in my company, they had more blacks than they had whites. And I used to talk to guys in the infantry division a lot of times. They had more blacks than they had whites. And I think I told you, Papa Sam told me one time, he said, "What are you doing what are you doing over here fighting in my country?" I mean, I said this before. He said, "The white man in America killing your people, and you got to come over here and protect us." I said, "Well," I said, "there's a choice." He understood English good. I said, you come in the military, you desert your country, and if they catch you, you go to jail. They send you to jail for looting. If they catch you, you go to jail, and you're going to jail for about 20 years, maybe longer. That's desertion. I don't think no other country got this like America got it, babe. But them for soldiers deserting their honor. So,
So did you witness any racial discrimination during it?
oh Lord, let me say like we had a captain named I'm gonna name him because yeah, I wish somebody would. Well, I know he might be dead now.
Hmm.
Jumping Joe Weeks from Alabama, redneck, red freckles in his face, red hair, red beard, was the most prejudiced captain I ever met in my life. If he wanted to call you a nigger, he'd call you a nigger. If he wanted to call you a white boy or an Italian, he'd call you a white. If he wanted to call you a Spanish, he'd call you a wetback. Whatever nationality nickname he felt like calling you, he wouldn't call you by your name or your race. He'd call you whatever he want to call you. And he tell you point blank, you can't do a damn thing about it. Because back then, the black people was over here fighting for civil rights. And I thought being in the military, we had our civil rights. But didn't matter to him. He was the only person in the military I met like that was kept jumping Joe Weeks. I don't know his first name, but I don't know that his name was Joseph or what, but I knew his last name was Weeks. He was the only guy ever mistreated me when I was in the military. And this two-star general stopped me when I was walking down the road because I just got promoted to corporal, and I didn't salute his Jeep. And he said, "Come here, soldier. What's your name?" I said, "There it is, right there. There it is. Well, PLC Murray. Why you didn't salute my Jeep?" I said, "Due to the chain of command, sir, you're not supposed to salute an officer in a combat zone. Haven't you read the book?" But at this particular time, soldier, we're not in the combat zone. But, but, sir, we're still in a war. Okay? He said, "What company you in?" I said, "That's on the first transportation." "Oh, you're in a Captain Patterson." I said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm gonna come visit your company during the week, and I don't want to see you with them stripes on." Okay. I say,
Right over there.
I said, "Sir, let me tell you something. Whether you like it or not, when I get out of this man's army, I ain't gonna wear no stripes on my civilian clothes. Does that grab you?" "Oh, you're smart. You're smart." "No, I'm not being smart. You think I care about this stripe? Well, don't you care about a little bit more pay? So what? What is you gonna drop me down for what? $50? I ain't making the $200 already or $250. You gonna drop me down? What I care?" I said, "One of these days I'm getting out of here. And I don't care about no military. I'm just in here because I want to be in here. He said, I'm gonna come visit your company. And you better not have them stripes. Don't tell me what I better not, sir. I'm a grown man. You a man, talk to me like a man. Don't tell me this, that. I don't want to hear that." So you told that lieutenant drive on. He didn't want to stand at all with me.
Hmm.
Because if he meeting with Harvard, me would have been fighting. You know, we in Vietnam, he talking about I didn't salute the Jeep. Hell with the Jeep. I didn't salute a lot of Jeep when I saw them with stars or Captain Bar. I didn't do anything, but I didn't want to be in the military. I didn't want a lot of things I did. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to be. I say, uh, some things I tend to forget.
Right.
You know, they sent us on maneuvers one time in Vietnam, and That wasn't part of my MOS. And I told Captain Patterson, I said, why you sending us on maneuver? We not no infantry division. We're a transportation company. Well, General so and so said, y'all, we need some training. Captain Patterson, I'm not going on no maneuvers. I'm not. General Westmoreland, whatever, General Meyer, whatever his name is, tell him to go on maneuvers. I'm not going. I have my right. We we here to supply and demand for soldiers that's fighting. If you want to go, you go. I ain't going. So he took the whole with the whole company in maneuvers. When he got back, he said, "Well, maybe I'm gonna see if I can get you a court martial." I said, "You do whatever the hell you want to do." I said, "Maybe I can get this time with this charge and I can go back home." But by chance, I don't want to go back home. I want to spend my time. I want to be here and do what I'm supposed to do. Supply and demand for the guy that's fighting, and that's all I'm gonna do. I don't go no maneuvers. It was, it was. They treated us like the people in America when we came back. People treat us like dogs. Treat us like their green uniform didn't mean nothing, and it didn't. And I know I wasn't in the infantry division. So when I got back here, I went to apply for a job, Dow Chemical, and the personnel manager told me that they didn't hire baby killers. I spent 5 days in jail in Blackwood. The lieutenant in Reserve, their lieutenant reserve came down there, and I called him. So he came got me. He told that sheriff, why would that man tell Murray, Private Murray, he's a baby killer? If he didn't want to hire him or get down chemical, he should have told him at that particular time, they would have told me we don't hire niggas. That's what they wanted to say. That's what they wanted to say. And a lot of places here, when I came back, they said they didn't hire niggas. Period. Avondale shipyard in New Orleans didn't hire niggas at the time. And the man told us we didn't hire niggas, baby killers, whatever. I don't know nothing about that. I'm not going to kill. I kill no babies. Okay.
One last question I do want to ask on this topic is, do you feel like relationships among the soldiers changed after the death of Martin Luther King Jr.?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about after the. I ain't met no soldiers after the death of Martin Luther King. I don't know nothing about. I didn't. To me, Martin Luther King ain't done nothing for this country. You know why he done nothing for this country? Because there's too much killing going on in this country today. He gave the black man too much freedom to do whatever the hell he wants, and he doing just that, killing people, killing people. Before Martin Luther King did what he did, black folks didn't go around killing black folks. I don't remember as no kid her age that some child got killed. They didn't do that. People love their children. People love their brothers, sisters, mama, daddy, grandparents. People today killing anybody. And with this right, with these guys with these machine guns walking the street, you get away with murder? The police get away with murder? I didn't thought I went to Vietnam for this. And I thought President Kennedy died for a reason. I thought Martin Luther King died for a reason and Robert Kennedy died for a reason. Malcolm X died, well, he died for a reason. He didn't die for no reason. No, he died for no reason at all. For what? What? They got him killed. They got all four of them killed. Because a black man didn't want to see a black man in power, and a white man didn't want to see a white man get instead power. You know? I don't know. And I had a trade. I had a trade when I came back here. I was a welder, and Dow Chemical was hiring welders. That man had never gave me an answer to the application that I filled out. He told me I was a baby killer. And when I was sitting in jail, I'm saying, why would he skip and not even tell me about the application, to tell me about me being a baby killer? And I wasn't in the integrated vision to be killing no baby. And I never did think about trying to get an application or get a lawyer to get an application to sue him. And I know after 50, almost 50 years, they didn't throw that application up. But if by chance they got it, if I thought they would still have it, I'd get a lawyer to still sue him 50 years later. And then, okay, that didn't work. I had a black chick named Beverly Pete from Shreveport. She was interviewing a lot of Vietnam veterans in '67. She put out an application and different things about wanting to become FBI. I ain't never heard from the Department of FBI, FBI. Never heard back from them. Which I know when she put on that race, she put Negro, that was it. They wasn't hiring no blacks on the FBI. And the thing about today, sometimes they put race on application. What is wrong with these people in this country? When you live in France, you're a Frenchman. When you live in Spain, you live in Spain. When you live in Switzerland, you're Switzerland. When you live in Russia, you're Russian. Why you gotta be a Mexican in America, a Negro in America, a white man in America? Why can't you just be American? Because the last 10 years, every time they put out the census, the last census was a couple of years ago. I put out a census, they had race, so I put Creole on it. I'm sitting around at my house going one evening, phone ring. I said, now who the hell I know in Washington, D.C.? Because my phone registered in different states. Lady on the phone. Are you Mr. Murray? No, I speak to Mr. Murray, Mr. Don Murray. D.C. She said, can I ask you a question, Mr. Murray? Ask away. You call me. What is a Creole? What is a Creole? If you don't know what a Creole is, I ain't gonna tell you. You're supposed to know. But you put on your race, on your census, that you're a Creole. I am. But what nationality? Didn't the application say Creole lady? But what race do you belong to? I'm an American. She said, but are you American what? Just like I just told you, lady, I'm an American Creole. Do you understand me? I was born and raised in America. I don't know nothing about no other country. Do you understand me? Well, you need me to send you another application for you to put it out the right way. You send me 50 applications. I'm going to put Creole written on them. So you could not send me no application. She said, but I said, you go find out what a Creole is. And you call me back. She, she must have found out because she never called me back.
Have you ever joined a veterans group?
No, that's a lot of mumbo jumbo.
Okay. Do you ever experience
They,
flashbacks?
from what I heard, my cousin come and tell me, you know Kermit.
Mm-hmm.
Come and say, well, cuz I was in the white American Legion or thing, whatever you call it. He said, man, them people like that, they didn't want me in that doggone place. I gave it up, bro. He said, and all veterans supposed to respect all veterans.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I tried joining something else and a bunch of white boys in there. And they looked at me all crazy. So I said, well, bro, you mean to tell me you let some white boys run you? I said, white boys don't run me. White boys don't run me. I said, I just didn't want to be bothered with people that's they prejudiced and they gonna stay prejudiced and the world ain't got to change for them people ain't gonna never change. So you just want to put up with it. I said, but me, I'm glad right now I don't have to put up with these white folks. You know. And when I be talking to a black guy, a black woman, and a white person bad, I do not change my conversation. If I'm talking about the white boy or the white girl or whoever, I say whatever I keep saying. And the people say, well, man, you got no respect for white folks. I don't give a damn. I don't care about no white people. They ain't no respect for our people. Your great grandfather told me a story, quick story. When he was a kid, he used to work at a cattle gap, crossing cattle across from one side of the highway to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the man used to pay him? And your great grandfather looked like a white man. Looked like a white man. They gave him a penny a day.
Hmm. That's horrible.
Penny a day.
That's a hard job, sound like.
Well, I don't know how hard it was, but then later on in life when he got married, this low down woman named Cacoo's Restaurant, her daddy,
Mm-hmm.
our grandfather used to farm for that man, raise cotton. And at the end of each year, he tell our grandfather, you didn't, how they put it, but you came out in the hole.
Mm.
When you raised 17 bales of cotton and how many bushels of corn and onion to give to the public to sell, but you came out in a hole.
How does that happen?
Because the white man, when I saw some of these movies, which I thought about that, I said, why would so many black people, 100 black people, let one white man rule them.
Mm.
Why them hundred black people didn't kill that man, go to the next farm and kill that man and get the other 100 black, and go to another farm and get another 100, and keep on until you got a whole army to stay free.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you be scared of one man?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it. And getting back to me, you see, I could have never fought an infantry division.
Mm.
I'm my mama's only son.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's the firstborn son?
No, no, no. If she had three or four sons out, they'd have stuck my ass over in
Oh, okay, okay,
there. But just me.
okay. Mm-hmm. Right.
Like Bobby, Gary, and Jerry. I think they stuck Gary in an infantry division because he would have made three sons.
Mm-hmm.
And Gary and Jerry both was in the army, and Bobby was in the navy. And I think they stuck Gary in the infantry division. Because you see, she had a son to lose. Okay, just like Kermit and Keith.
Mm-hmm.
Keith was in the Marine, so they had him at the DMZ in Vietnam, North Vietnam, in Vietnam. So Kermit volunteered, him being in the Air Force, he volunteered to go to Vietnam, and then they sent Keith back
Mm-hmm.
because Keith was in the danger zone.
That's like the front line?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Keith was at the front line across that street.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Keith was.
Mm.
But Kermit was up there flying around in a jet or something, whatever, playing living stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he volunteered, and they sent Keith back home.
That's good.
And Patricia, I don't know if you know Patricia Jingle Bell in New Orleans. Patricia is your second cousin. Patricia Smith. No, Patricia Smith.
Probably I see her.
I don't know, she did.
Oh, okay, okay, I'm sorry.
Because her husband had a brother got killed in Vietnam.
Oh,
Well, not a brother, twin.
wow.
And I didn't know they allowed that to go on, and separate twins and put them one in the combat zone and one not in the combat zone. I don't understand that. But they both did. What's your name, Samantha?
Mm-hmm.
Samantha, so many people in your family, our family done died the last, I'm gonna just say the last 20 years. I mean, the whole family done died in the last 20 years. I mean, the whole family done died in the last 20 years. I mean, for years and years, for 50 years or more, 60 years, nobody died. You know, not too many, but the last 20 years, man, there's some people in this family that died. Almost died.
How?
I got triple bypass.
Well, how long ago did you have it?
3.5 years ago. No, 3 years. 3 years, April. No, 3 years, May, June, July. 3 years and 3 months.
Wow. So you have a pacemaker?
No,
No, just a triple
no.
bypass.
It took arteries out of my artery was clogged up.
Oh, I
It
see.
took them out of my leg to put in my heart. And I got, feel right here. I got a defibrillator
Oh,
to
okay.
circulate my blood to my
Mhm.
body.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was due to delivering Agent Orange to the planes up in Vietnam.
Those are
And
my next questions. What was your view of Agent Orange and the use of it?
almost died
Mm-hmm.
3 years ago, and that's when they decided to make me a total disabled veteran after 47 years. And I told him I was running shit every day.
Mm.
Every day. Agent Orange, napalm. I ran that every day. I was around forest burning, passing through on the highway and hitting all that ash and all that stuff. Uh, but that didn't do no. That wasn't the case for the VA. I had to almost die for them to finally give me what's due to me.
Mm.
When I tried all the 47 years, it just wasted my time, wasted my. And then Judge got enough goddamn people. She wrote him a letter.
Hmm.
And boy, they didn't like it. Because she talking about suing the military.
Oh, man.
And she said, I got the best lawyer in the world, and y'all don't ever meet him in court. And the VA called me down here to the hospital, to the annex. And then they sent me to New Orleans. Then they sent me back up here. Then they sent me back in New Orleans. Then they sent me to some doctor over there in Lobdell. And he sent me back to New Orleans. Oh man, he was. And this old doctor in New Orleans, this poor time in New Orleans, he sent me to this old doctor like he's about look like a real man Michael. He said, son, I don't mean to call you son, but your your young son to me. I said, call me Down. My name is Down. My name is Down Ray Murray. I said, matter of fact, my name is Private Down Ray Murray, being in the military. He said, why they haven't given you your disability from 1967 to now? I said, because I didn't meet a doctor like you.
Mm.
I said, I met a bunch of youngsters that didn't appreciate me, or they didn't figure I didn't need this shit. He said, you're supposed to be getting this in 1957. 1967. He said, but I'm going to seek it out and get your back pay from 1967. Couldn't get it.
Mm.
The people up in Wisconsin told the VA down here that we can only go back 3 years and give him a lump sum of money for 3 years.
No.
So they didn't amount to much. It amount to all right, but the total disability is fine. So with total disability, my little retirement from that law firm I work in New Orleans, and my Social Security, I make more. I make way more money now than I made when I was working.
Mm.
So my sister always say, "Boy, you roll on that door, eh?" I didn't listen to you talking. You roll on that door yourself, not like you. And look at you, you don't do nothing with yours. Like what? What you do? Tell me what to do with it. You want to go play the lottery? Go play the casino? Go blow it? What's up? I'll die and leave it to you. She said, I prefer me dying before you. But she said, I don't know how with that.
Mm.
You die, and you die for me. I said, just gonna act like anybody else, just go on and live, that's all. Oh, you eating pickle? You don't eat no pickle, you skinny enough. I don't know, what,
Or we can answer
it
it.
was senseless.
Okay.
God got killed for nothing. I mean, guys in all wars get killed for nothing. For what? For the rich to get richer. I think that's all that's about. Uh, and the rich that got richer our soldiers died for no reason whatsoever. Nobody even know what Vietnam War was about. No, no, no. Let me say that again. They never declared war in Vietnam.
Mm.
It was a conflict.
Mm.
But why should you say a conflict when you got 50,000 guys lost their lives in Vietnam? For what? I got a T-shirt I should have worn.
Mm.
When I wear a T-shirt, people say, "That's what the Vietnam War was about." I can't remember. I can't. Sometimes I can't remember things. It was something about they went, they served, and so many gave their lives. That's the way it went.
Mm.
So a lot of people, a lot of guys. Man, where you get that shirt from? I said, my sister bought it from Amazon.
Mm.
I said, I got a big long sleeve sweatshirt, the same thing on it. So they say, using Nam? I said, yeah, I was in Nam. I was out driving a truck, escorted by the First Air Mobile Cab and guarded by the Dragon Division. Oh, you was in the Central Highland, play cool and kid and all. Yeah, that's where I was. It was dangerous up there. I said, you can walk the street in America, it's dangerous.
Yep.
What you talking about Vietnam? America more dangerous than Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
People just killing all these people for no reason whatsoever. And selling these machine guns to these idiots.
Mm-hmm.
But Vietnam should have never been. Not for America. How you say it? Desert Storm, 3 day walk. That didn't make no sense. Uh, Even before I went to Vietnam, they sent us to San Domingo. Police, a 7 day walk. Wasn't a shot fired.
Mm.
Why you gonna send us to a foreign country, another country, to do what? To police the area? I don't even know that made that didn't even make no sense to me. Sent 40,000 guys to one little island to do nothing.
I mean, they wasted a lot of money
Well, this country wastes money. These people look at the waste all that money for that space station up there and all this stuff they sent into another whatever you call it again,
then. Galaxy, universe.
another universe. Who cares? They ain't never going up there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they don't know what's the whole world is about, and they they think Earth is the only planet, but with living people live with life. There's a lot of planets up there with life, with so many billions of light years away, and they probably ain't got the capability that this country trying to solve. Because if they had the capability, they would have been down here, but they probably living in the Stone Age. But that's about all I can tell you, Samantha.
And I appreciate it all. That's going to conclude this interview. Um, thank you very much. Appreciate it.